Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful story from the Maharatnakuta Sutra. It's this incredible tale about what it takes to protect wisdom, to keep the true teachings from just fading away. It's got a lonely guardian, a super devoted seeker, and a vow that literally echoes across eternity. And it all kicks off with this really deep question. The Buddha's disciple Purna asks him something that I think people have been asking for ages. Once you start on a path that really matters, how do you find the strength to just never, ever turn back? So let's set the stage a little bit and get the full context for this amazing teaching that's about to unfold. You see, Purna is basically speaking for any of us who've ever started something huge and then felt that fear of, losing our way. His question isn't just about a checklist of things to do, it's about that deep down grit, that unshakable resolve. And that really sets the stage for a lesson that's so much more than a simple list of rules. And what's so brilliant about the Buddhist teaching style is that his answer wasn't some dry doctrine. No, it was a story. He takes us way, way back to a forgotten age to show us, not just tell us, what real perseverance looks like. He starts painting this picture of a world where the precious teachings of a past Buddha, teachings that were once as vast and alive as the ocean, were starting to disappear. It's like watching the tide slowly go out. And this just shows you how fragile knowledge really is. It's not usually some big, dramatic explosion that destroys wisdom. It's a slow, quiet neglect. Without people dedicated to protecting it, even the deepest truths can just vanish. Can you just imagine that for a second? Narayana is this symbol of the lonely struggle to hold on to something true when the rest of the world has just moved on. He's the last guardian of this priceless, fading treasure, all alone up in the mountains, just waiting. But right when it seems like that last little spark of wisdom is about to go out for good, a new seeker shows up. And his arrival, well, it changes everything. So this divine being basically sparks this fire inside Mahanamata, this deep yearning for something that all the money in the world couldn't buy. And it leads him to make this huge, life-changing choice. I mean, look at this contrast right here. It's so powerful. His dad is offering him literally everything the material world has to offer. But Mahanamena, he's seen a glimpse of something infinitely more valuable, this eternal wisdom. And with that absolute, unshakable conviction, he makes his vow. He leaves it all behind, his home, his family, all that wealth, and heads for the mountains to find that lone Dharma master, Narayana. This is such a beautiful moment in the story. See, Mahanadhyada doesn't just show up and say, "Teach me." He says, "I'm here to learn, but I'm also here to protect you and help you share this." This partnership between the lonely guardian and the dedicated, proactive seeker, that's what saves the Dharma from going extinct. Okay, so right here, the Buddha pauses the story. And get ready because he's about to drop the big reveal, connecting this ancient past directly to our future. And there it is. The lonely guardian, Narayana, was a past life of Maitreya Bodhisattva, a being totally dedicated to the enlightenment of everyone. Think about that. The protector of the old wisdom was already fulfilling his vow, destined to one day be the teacher of the new. This is just incredible. This reveal connects that ancient, desperate struggle to a promised future. It shows that the effort you put in to preserve wisdom actually echoes through time and literally shapes the world to come for all of us. So you see, this story wasn't just some random history lesson. For Purna, it was the living, breathing answer to his question. How do you not retreat? You find a truth worth protecting, and you partner up with others to share it. So now, the Buddha brings it all back down to earth. He connects this amazing story to some really practical advice, explaining exactly what makes someone fall back on their path and what keeps them moving forward. He basically takes all the lessons from that time when the Dharma almost vanished and boils them down into 4 crystal clear warnings for Purna and really for any of us on a path of purpose. See how these are the exact problems Narayana saw as the Dharma was fading? Bad advice, people stopped studying, egos got in the way, and people became stingy with what they knew. These are the same things that almost wiped out the wisdom back then, and they're the same things that can weaken anyone's resolve today. And then, on the flip side, he gives us the antidote. These 4 practices are basically what Mahanayanamada did. His pure intention, his mindfulness in seeking truth, his nonstop effort, and his huge appetite for learning. This is how you build a foundation that you just can't shake. So the ultimate takeaway here is that preserving and sharing wisdom is an act of perseverance itself. It's a two-way street that strengthens the person giving and the person receiving, forging a chain of knowledge that can really stand the test of time. And that's what this ancient story leaves us with, a totally modern challenge. It makes you think, doesn't it? It reminds us that we all have a part to play, whether we're the quiet guardian like Narayana or the dedicated seeker like Mahanaya Mehta, in this huge, unbroken chain of wisdom.